he chopped it out. It was actually an amazing shot. Many of the golfers, who saw this whole thing? Yes, right? I see all my friends are saying I saw it. He chopped it out of the bush, moved it forward 100 yards into a sand trap. So now he's 60 yards away. If you know anything about golf, that's the worst shot you can have. In fact, the pros don't even practice it because there's no way to figure it out. So he has 60 yards. What was it? 54 yards to be exact, I think. 54, or like about that. 54 yards. That's the worst thing that can happen. Behind the green is the clubhouse. If you go there, you have a 2-stroke penalty. You lose the U.S. Open. In front of the green is the worst bushes you've ever seen. So he has to either put it on the green or he's dead. So his caddy, who was a great caddy, wanted him to play way left and take 2 long putts and get into a playoff. Bryson said, no, we got to go for the win. He takes like an open-face 9-iron or wedge, which normally you wouldn't use. It's a very hard shot. And he hits it 4 feet from the hole. Now, for a golfer, they would say, that's not so good because they have to sink a 4-footer because they can't sink 4-footers. That guy can sink 4-footers. So he still had a 4-foot putt that broke a few inches to the right, which is considered harder than breaking to the left. He stood over the ball, hit it, went into the hole. He wins the U.S. Open. So that's called a champion's heart. So it's great to have you. You're a great champion. You won a lot of golf, U.S. Amateur, a lot of tournaments. And you know, you're just the beginning of your great, you know, your age is where they really become great. 31, 32 years old, that's when, if you look statistically, they do the best from 31, 32 to 40, except for VJ. VJ won all of his tournaments from 40 to 50. VJ is the one unique player, right? He became great at 40, but you're at the exact perfect age, so great. You're a great champion. Thank you. It's great that you're here. Maybe I'll take a chipping lesson from him. He's a good chip. So I also want to thank Casey, I want to thank you for being here. James Blair, I want to thank you. Where's James? What a job he's done. You have your beautiful family, James? Yes, this guy is so good. You know, I wasn't sure. He was very quiet, and I kept hearing he's very quiet. But I'd hear from other people he's a total political genius, but I didn't see it because he was always, I don't know what it was. Maybe he was intimidated by the office of the president. But I heard he was like this brilliant guy. I'm telling you, sir. And then they gave him a very high position. I said, he's so quiet. They said, he's not quiet, sir. Maybe he's quiet around you. He's not quiet. And that was 2 years ago. And you know what? He's not quiet. He's incredible. The job you've done. Thank you, James. Great. Is the other James there? Because you have 2 Jameses. They're both great. So I used to call him Big James and Little James. But the problem is he's not little at all. And I don't think people like being called Little James. But I meant it very affectionately. But Big James is like 6'7", and he weighs like 320. So he's big compared to almost anybody. So then I said, okay, I'll change it. I'll call him Big James, and I'll call him Brilliant James. But that's a real slight on Big James now. So I just keep calling him James, whoever comes. But you've done a great job, and I appreciate it. I know you're working on that situation for appointments, and that'll be great. Pull that off. Naomi, thank you very much from Bedminster. Naomi is here. She does a fantastic job, and I want to thank you. I want to thank Erin Elmore. Is Erin here? Erin, come here, Erin. She's marrying the most powerful man in the administration. She's getting married to the great Dan Scavino. Is Dan here, or is he working? He's too big. Come on up here, Erin. You think Dan has bad taste? You won't believe this. Mickey Gallagher, another great golfer, is here. He's the head pro at Bedminster, and come on up here, Erin. You know the First Lady?
How are you? Nice to see you. How are you?
Want to say a couple of words?
Sure.
Because she's a great hostess. She hosts professionally everything, and she's the best. But now she's probably going to, let's see, is she going to choke? No. Is she going to be the opposite of Bryson? Go ahead, say a couple. Great, great.
Thank you, Mr. President, First Lady, and to everyone, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute honor. I got to fly here today with Vanessa and all of the kids, and you just have such a wonderful family. Everyone is amazing and polite and smart and athletic and talented. So you guys have done a truly amazing job, and it's a testament to your family. And I think this party is really special because my son is here, my sister is here, and the holidays and Christmas are truly about family. And thank God that we have a president and a first lady who puts our families first, who puts America first. And that's why we get to have this special, amazing, beautiful Christmas season the way that it is. And